host parties. And in one of these parties, I host in the biggest club in Toronto, biggest club in Canada, actually. It's called Rebel. It's Rebel Nightclub. And I have the VIP upstairs balcony booth every Saturday. And I've noticed that there are a few guys that come along to my booth and they try to take from it. They try to enter it without permission. They try to, hit on the girls inside the booth. They try to, cause chaos and disturbance. And a lot of the times they don't respect me. They don't respect the people in it, and they don't come off in a very respectful way. And a lot of times they come off as very resentful. And it's this resentfulness. They're almost like envious, jealous that this guy has this amazing setup, has these amazing people in this booth, and they kind of want a piece of it. And I actually had a chance to talk to one of them last week, and I talked to them and they're like, yeah, we're just students. We're just also trying to have fun. You know what I told them? I said, hey guys, it's great that you guys are students, but a lot of people paid a lot of money to be in this environment, and it's not something that's just accessible to everyone. And I've given people an opportunity to connect with me. I've talked about how a calibrated way to party with me is, and these guys aren't going about it that way. They're just trying to cause disturbance and trying to basically disrespect the environment and basically get on my bad side. And in the end of the day, all it's going to result in is them not being invited to my parties and them being kicked out by security. They're looking for short-term gains in terms of coming in, maybe talking to a girl, getting an Instagram, and then being kicked out, instead of trying to build connections. And if they were trying to actually legitimately get to know me, legitimately build a connection, legitimately become part of my social circle, this is the proper way to do it. You go up to me, you're like, hey, look, I see you have this awesome booth. What's your name? My name is this. Okay, cool, man. How do I contribute? What do I need to do to join your booth for next week? I would be very charitable, and I would give them the advice that they need in order to eventually get to where I am. If they came about it that way, it would have long-term gains instead of short-term gains, and long-term gains obviously last, and short-term gains result in them getting kicked out by security. So that's my 2 cents on people keeping the resentment and not kind of letting go of the resentment, and instead humbling themselves and coming up to me and introducing themselves and coming from a place of giving and learning instead of a place of taking and ignorance and resentfulness.